Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, these are mods for Tuesday the 17th of June. We've got no updates, so we can get straight on with it. In front of me we've got the field barrier. This is by Derwen Modding. This is 13.98 megabytes download, one slot each. You will find these under our vehicles/tools menu, under the miscellaneous section. Just there for 1,000, and this is where you buy them. So when you buy them, they will appear in the I suppose the vehicle shop, car park, or however you want to refer to it. These are not ones that you place around the map. They will appear and then you need to move them. Now these have heft. These are not liftable by hand, which a lot of the ones recently have been. So they need to be lifted up with either forklifts or cranes, diggers, whatever it might be, big bag handlers, telehandlers, whatever you've got. Now whilst they don't tension strap down in that the straps don't go over them, or they haven't done on this trailer at least. If I put those back on again, when I drove out here I was kind of vigorous with my acceleration, my turning, my braking. It didn't move, and like I say, because they have got a bit of heft to them, they do act as a barrier. So if you are trying to block off your entrances and exits to fields to stop people fly tipping or poaching or whatever they really want to do, or you just want to use them around the yard to stop people crashing into stuff, they do have a bit of weight to them. There you go, field barrier. Next we've got the modern Polish house. This is 11.82 megabytes download by Raider, 14 slots, 55,000 to purchase. Next to that we have also got the single family farmhouse, also by Raider, and we're going to look at them both together. 3.58 megabytes download, 10 slots, 15,000 to buy. That one does have an option for solar panels. Neither of these have a wardrobe trigger. They both have sleep triggers. They're both by the same modder, so I guess that kind of makes sense. I thought it was really weird as I was placing them. I thought that's weird, two in a row, and then looked down on my notes and realised it's by the same person. So we're going to our build mode, go across two farmhouses. So this one here, 55 grand, comes as it is, no customisation options. This one here, 15 grand, and as I said, this one does have the option. You can have it like that, or you can customise it with solar panels if you should desire. These are nicely made in detail, nothing wrong with them at all. Sleep triggers up there on step. I do like these. We got the air conditioning fans rotating. There's a lot of mods have got little details like that these days. There you go, sleep trigger just there. Did this one have the same thing? Did it have an air conditioning unit? There you go, up there. I was thinking, I'm sure I saw a fan on this one as well. So there we go, that's those two. The modern Polish house and did I put simple or single? Single. I hope I said single, not simple. Single family farmhouse. Moving swiftly on, we've got this. This is the seed production by DS Power. This is 5.38 megabytes download, 21 slots, 25,000 to purchase. Build mode and factories is where you'll find it. This takes herbicide, it takes water, it takes wheat, barley and oats. So you've got three different recipes. This does open and close in case of inclement weather. Taking out is done just there. Cycles a month aren't too bad. Recipes are pretty good as well. So this I haven't turned any of these on yet. So our first recipe is wheat, herbicide, water. So 1,000, 100, 250 gives you 1,000 out. And then we've got with barley and then with oat. Recipes are exactly the same on each one. And all you're getting out is seed. You don't get a wheat seed, a barley seed. It's just the generic seed. So if I turn all those on, we should see, there you go, look, our seed production is going up. Did it just, I was just saying it just stopped at 320 back. Yeah, so especially if you've got all three running, it's not going to be a slouch at getting your seed produced. So there you have it. No customization option on that when you place it for colour or anything like that. It comes as it is. That's the seed production S, sorry, I meant to say. Next we're going to show you in here. I'm going to show you in here. We have got the metal shed. Metal shed 45 metre. This is 7.28 megabytes download by Alexander Tarasenko. 6 slots, 13,000 to purchase. And I don't think it came with any oh yeah, that was right, it was a incremental turn. There's no customization option for colour or anything like that. And we can get right in and have a look at it. Nicely made and detailed. Big open span shed for 13 grand. It's not too bad at all, is it? Cracking deal that. That's the metal shed. Next we've got this, the Polish Cowshed, just here. This is 23.48 megabytes download, 24 slots, 70,000 to buy, will hold 45 animals. It is just 45, there's no animal pen for this one. This is by RolCeb. I'm never sure if it's RolCeb or RolCeb. You will find it in here, under our animals, come down to there it is, for 70,000. As I said, no customization option, no solar panels, no colour or anything like that, just as it comes. We do have a milk point to the side here. You can go into the sort of, there's a small office to the side here, and we can turn the lights on in here. Just in there. We come into the main barn area. We have got a light switch here as well. I tell you what, I do like the animation on this. Watch. That's neat. Like it. Very cool. Rolling door to the side there. That side door does open. Feed trigger is down the middle here. With a dialogue box at the front, sorry I meant to mention that, for putting your animals in. Slurry point is at the back here. I don't think that opens and closes. My bedding point, or the one I found anyway, was this side. I backed in ever so slightly here, and it gave me the option for putting bedding in. This will require a separate manure heap if you want to have manure from the animals. And that's it. That's nice and straightforward. The Polish Cowshed. Lovely job. Next we've got the Pack European Warehouse. There are 3 different designs in this. I don't always put these out, but I saw the brickwork design and thought that looks really nice. So I thought I'd place one out. So this is 8.03 megabytes download. Each, well, I say each slot, it's 6 slots, 12,000 to buy with a customization option. This is by naimog mod. If we go back into here and we go back to our sheds, or to our sheds, oh yeah, back to our sheds, there we go, for 12 grand. So if we grab a little bit there you go. So you can see that option there. Customise, so we've got white wall, we've got concrete wall and brick wall. Those are the 3 options. Now it does say there to the left at the bottom 0 to 9,600 per month. Now it hasn't given me a customisation option for solar panels. It doesn't mention in the description that you will earn money per month, but if you do, it's a bonus, isn't it? That's a win-win. You've bought yourself a shed and you might make some money from it. I'm not sure how or why, but you might do. Triple door, come inside, and light switch is just sort of inside. Lovely job. I love the tile roof as well. Very cool indeed. There we go. So that's the Pack European Warehouse. Next up we got the BR Small Shed by ML-modding, DH-modding, Gian FS. 8.26 megabytes download, 4 slots, 20,000 to buy. Customization option because there's a few different choices for this one. I put one of these out again because it was completely covered in. You'll see when I see the options. I wanted to double check and see what was inside of it. Light switches on the post just here. I found this one. We'll sort of drive through there, as you can see. If we go back into our sheds, just next to it there, so the options on this one, we start like that, so completely open plan. We go customize with design 1, design 2, which puts that side in, design 3, completely close that off with a kind of porch area on the side, but then now we've got our drive-through doors. Then 4 does that with plaster, so brick then plaster. Then we got fully converted over, so both sides open, doors either end, or open doors that open either end. Design 6 does the plaster version, and we're back to design 1 again. So there you go. Lovely job. BR Small Shed. Next behind that, oh not behind that, up on the field, we've got this, and I love the look of this. This is the Old Australian Milkshed. This is by 2-bit modding. 33.2 megabytes download, 24 slots, 54,000 to buy, 35 plus animals with a customizable animal pen. Dialogue box for our animals is just here. So this one's got 58 option on it because I went a little bit larger. This little side gate does open there, which I didn't check. So if we go into this one, we can look, there we go. Little milking bit to the side there. Feed and bedding trigger was down the middle here. Dialogue box was that end. Slurry point this end, just here. And there's our pen, like I say, extended. It extends from that side first. It depends which way around you place it, I suppose. We're going to build mode, go to our animals, and then cows. So it's just there. So like I say, when you go to place it, the actual pen will extend from the left side, and then you do whatever you're going to do, your adjustments to it, to make it as large or as small as you want. And that's the only option. And then obviously the meadow, it gives you the option for the meadow, but there's no solar panels, there's no colour options, nothing like that. It comes just like that. Like I say, I just like the look of that. I thought it was very cool. That's the large. Oh, sorry, I didn't say. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, dear. That's the old Australian Milkshed. Next, we have this making a welcome return. This is the large old Chicken Coupe. This is by VX Mapping, 38.65 megabytes download, 37 slots, 85 grand to buy. Will hold 2,000 chickens. If we go across to our chickens, that's where you find it. Just there. There wasn't, I don't think there was a customization option. Oh, yes, there was. Oh, it was solar panels, yes or no? Sorry. Yes, customization option for solar panels. I didn't put R3 on my notes. How very shoddy of me. Anyway, we've got a small door to the sides here, large doors open here. As you can see, our feed trough is extendable. So we come to here, we can retract the hopper. So if the weather's rubbish and you want to come inside to feed your animals, you can have it in here and feed them from here. But if you've got larger machinery and you don't want to be driving in through the doors and trying to navigate, I mean, it's a fairly big area here, but still, then you can have your hopper outside for feeding, which is pretty cool. If you've got your various different icons showing, light switches, nice and easy to find. He says, however, you'll see in just a moment, these shutters open, so egg boxes will spawn here. Light switch just here as well. I think this is for this section, because if we come over to here, we've got our main chicken coop in here, which is very cool. If you're going to be cleaning them out in inverted commas, we come over to here, you can lift the dispensers, which does that, so you could get in and clean everything out if you wanted to. Again, it's just a nice animation to have on it. But what's cool about this as well is, as you can see on the floor, if you put straw in, it says manure as well. And if I come to here, it says chicken coop, manure. I did put in a separate manure heap, and I put the manure heap in just over here. I think that's working for this one as well. So it was saying no manure heap found, so I placed the manure heap. There's nothing showing in it at the moment. So potentially, as time moves on, you can get chicken manure from it, which is quite handy. If you're going to be running chickens, I think a lot of people have said that. We've had them before. It's not new, but we don't get it as much as you'd think you would. If manure is a thing, and you can have manure for the pigs, you can have manure for the cows, why not for the chickens? Because they do produce it. It just kind of makes, well, all the animals do produce it, so why would you not have it on all of them? It kind of makes more sense, doesn't it? We've got a door at the other end as well, so if you want to do your bedding from that end, or however you want to do it, you can. But like I say, I found the light switches in there, couldn't find a light switch for in here. The level of detail in here is brilliant, very, very cool. But yeah, I couldn't find them. That's going to be obvious, isn't it? There's going to be one. Considering all the other ones had a little symbol showing where the light switch was, and I tried the light switches in here thinking it would turn on the lights in there, but it didn't, unless maybe they're automatic, I don't know, but I couldn't find one, so there we go. But very cool, very large, lots of chickens. That was by, did I say it was by VX Mapping? I hope I did, but if I didn't, I have said it now. There you go, the large old chicken coop. Next, oh yes, if you want to soil sample like a boss, this is one of those irony things as well. We've got these making a return, and of course they would make a return now, wouldn't they? I did my Let's Play episode the other day. Up to that point on my precision farming, I had been purchasing soil information, and I thought, you know what, no, I'm going to do some soil sampling, because I bought some big fields. I'm going to do some soil sampling, and it was saying it was going to do 117 soil samples if I purchased them. So I thought, no, I'm doing it myself. I did 60 or 61 or something. It was quite a few soil samples. Still cost me £6 grand when I sent them all off. And I thought, you know what I really need? and it's this pack. This is the Iseria Colour and Range Extension by Achimobil. 7.12 megabytes download, 4 slots and 10 slots. You'll see why in just a moment. If we go into here and we go to our miscellaneous, there's the standard one. If you've got Precision Farming mod on, 17 grand, and that's got a standard size, and it doesn't tell you what the size is, but it shows you on the screen what your radius is. And then you've got the proactive, that's your crop sensor, so when you are putting down your nitrogen, your fertilizer, it gives you a more accurate reading. So once you've got some crop coming out the ground, you can use that. Great. So what we've got now is the Scout M32.5, so 32.5 meter. We've got a 65 meter, 130 meter, and a 260 meter. Options on these are the same, so we can change the color of the front guard like that. We can change design color, which does the pipes. Let's go pink. There you go. That's on each of those. And then we've got the proactive color and range extender. I don't think this one adjusts the range on it, but we have configuration standard, and then you've got the various different weight options on there. Then cover color, same thing. We can do that. Design color, I think does the weight. There you go. And then the next design color does the bars, the arms of it. So you can pick and choose, mix and match to your heart's content. These are things that are more important. So if I open up that window here and we hook this up, so that now shows you bottom left, if I do that, the size of the circle that is going to do when it does its soil sampling. If I do that, you can see it's slightly larger than the standard one, and like I say, and I think it's still only 100. It will do a soil sample, so when you send that off, it will still only charge you 100. So if a field normally, if you've got a big field and it says it's going to take 30 soil samples, if you use one of these and it takes it in 6, you've saved yourself a fair bit of money. And this is the 65 I think I went for. So if I do my soil sample, I lower the unit and then take my soil sample as I drive forward. It's because it's so big. The other ones are quite small. There you go. You can see where the soil sample's been taken, which is great. We go onto here and we go up to the top and we go on out there, so you can see how much of the field that's done in one go. Absolutely brilliant on our precision farming. Awesome. But let's just drop that off. If you've got some very big fields and you just think, you know what, I can't be bothered, can we just not soil sample in one go, save ourselves a bit of money? Let's open that up. This one's the 250, and even if I open, there we go, if I do that, you can't tell. If I do that, you can't tell. If I do that, you can now see how big that is. So that next field over, that one, that entire field down there, I can do that in one hit. I mean, I don't even have to get to it, do I? I can do a sample anywhere. I'm already there. That will do the entire thing, which is absolutely nuts. So if we lower it down, takes full sample, and it's done it. It's done the rest of the other field as well. I just suddenly realised, yeah, look, it's done the rest of the field. You can see where the edge of the circle is. So there you go. Soil sample like a boss. And then what we can do, on this one it's soil samples, it's only done one, but it did one on the other one as well. If I send them off, that will now send off a soil sample and I'll get a return on that at some point. Let's close that back down, fold that back down. Just a day or so too late for me, but never mind. It will help if I do any more big fields. But there you have it. So that's the Iseria Colour and Range Extension. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard Tank Trailer 25 by Lamai, 7.09 megabytes download, 6 slots, 25,000 litre. I've got some notes. I wrote down notes on this one because this has an instruction to fill, load or unload. You have to open the tank. So if you have got one of these since the mod came out and you're thinking, I can't figure this out, the Lizard Transport, you have to open the tank like that, and then you can load or unload, because it technically has kind of a pump thing. It shows you on there as well when you close it, which is a nice feature. Oh, I like that. So you'll find this under, this was under your animals section, under barrels, just there, 45 gram, which isn't too bad either. Plus this will take all those things down there. So it'll do your buffalo milk, it will do milk, water, slurry and digestate, it will do herbicide, liquid fertiliser, DEF, everyone's favourite fluid, and it will do diesel as well. So options on this, we've got Trelleborg and Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, back again. With some different tyre choices. It's mostly standards and wides, but I think it was BKT had standard, standard 2, wide, back again, and then Vredestein had standard, standard 2, standard 3, wide, and then back again. Extension colours, this is the tank, so you can pick and choose, stainless, chromed, whatever. Go for it. Chassis colour does the chassis, rim colour does the rim, and licence plate option on there as well. No capacity changes, it's 25,000 litre. There's no rear trailer hitch either, because there's the box bit on the back there, so that is a unit self-contained as it is. The Lizard Tank Trailer 25. Next, oh yeah, we're up on, actually no, I'm going to do these next, and then we'll go up to the field. So, next we've got this. This is the Bomech pack by RentnerModding and xRuiN PrInCeSSx. 27.64 megabytes download, 9 slots, 10 slots, 9 slots. I've only got one of these out, although it looks like I've got two. That's the base game version. This is the modded version. Slight tweak to these. So if you like doing your slurry work, just there. So slurry tankers and then slurry tools. So this is under slurry tools. These are the base game versions. The track pack, the multi-profi and the multi-4X. These are the modded version. Here. Track pack, multi-4X, multi-profi. The difference between the two sets, the prices are exactly the same. I think the slot counts are almost identical, if I recall. Oh no, a little bit more. That's 7, that's 10. That's 8, that's 9, I mean slight changes. Difference with these is, and you look on them, there's no options to change apart from a license plate, but you know no colour options, nothing changes. It is the set thing. The difference being you can actually change the working width on them. So I jump into my tractor now. This is the base game version. If you look at the menu top left, it doesn't give you any option, and whether that's folded or unfolded, it makes no difference. There's no option on that for adjusting the work width. So what this pack does is gives you that ability, especially if you're precision farming as well, but even if you're not, there's nothing worse than going over patches you've done before and you're spreading fertilizer, whether it be slurry, digestate, whatever it is, and you're wasting stuff that you don't need to. You can already see there top left, but I don't even have to unfold it. We have got our option for change work width. So at the moment we're 18 meters, 15 meters, 9 meters, back to 18 again. So that's what the pack does. The other two, it does say in the description, we have got on the multi-profi, it is section control of 21, 15 and 9. I think this one is, it says foldable, but it unfolded the entire way, because this one says 18 and 15 foldable. That just folded the whole way out. Change work width just does that. Does that just do first section first, or does it do the whole lot? No, it's doing the whole lot. That's interesting. It's not giving me the option for foldable. But yeah, so section control on the large one, we got 21, 15 and 9, and then the very big, the multi 4X is 30, 24, 15 and 7.5. Why is that saying foldable when it's not giving me an option for a different... that's curious. But anyway, that's what that does. That's the difference between the standard and this mod, is the change work width when you are operating. Next, we got this, the Lizard OZN Stone Collector. This is by KRKZ-modding. It's 12.59 megabytes download, 9 slots, 1.8 meter pickup with 3,700 litre capacity. This, you will find this under your rock pickage. Just there, 15 grand, slight bit cheaper than that one. That one does 2,000 litres. It's a 5.5 metre, I suppose, a bit wider, but this has got a larger capacitor. Options on this, we've got Trelleborg or BKT. No options within those. You've got green colour, or you've got red, I suppose, green and grey, red and yellow. Those are two options. 110 horsepower required to operate the piece of machinery. This doesn't swing out. We have got fold stone picker. Does that. Unfold stone picker. does that, so it doesn't swing out or anything like that. We start it up. You can see inside there, stone picker. Then we lower it down. I'm sure there are probably some other stones. There are some stones there. You know. And then once you're done picking your stones, raise it up. If you're tipping into a trailer or you're just tipping by the side of a field in a pile to be collected later, that of course is entirely up to you. So if we unload here, there's our unload, and you can see the inside workings in there as well. There you have it, the Lizard OZN Stone Collector. Very nice. Next, we have a couple of little beauties. We've got the Case 970 1070 Agri King, 14.36 megabytes download, 9 slots by EY-modding, and we've got the John Deere 4020 410 4000, 16.58 megabytes download, 8 slots, also by EY-modding. So we can kind of have a look at them both together. As you already probably know, if you've watched any of my Let's Plays, mod reviews, map tours, I do like an old tractor. This sort of stuff as well. The level of detail on the filters and that kind of thing, very nice indeed. So, if we go into here, we go to our small tractors. There's our Case Agri King, 24 grand for the base model. Starts at 80 horsepower. It's not bad for 24 grand, is it? So we've got 80 horsepower, we've got 91 horsepower. Then we've got a repowered at 100 horsepower and a repowered at 120 horsepower. Which, I mean, that's 20 grand. I suppose the price has gone up a little bit, but 120 horsepower. And we're up to, what, 44 grand? That's brilliant. We've got the option of BKT or Trelleborg. So on the BKT, I think it's the same on both actually. We've got narrow, wide, rear twin, back to standard. I think it's the same on that one. Narrow, wide, rear twin, back to standard. Yeah, no wheel weight options, just like that. Exhaust standard or chromed. I mean, that's a straight through job, that, isn't it? Oof. That's going to all be blown in your face. And then we've got front weight, yes or no, and license plate option on there too. That's the Case. Then we come down to the John Deere, and we've got on this one, we've got the 80 horsepower, the 4000, the 4010. Hang on. 4080 horsepower, 4010 is also the same horsepower. 402085, should that not have changed? 80, 80, 85. Then we've got a 4020 extra power at 101 horsepower. We've got Wheelbrand, BKT, Trelleborg, and back again. I think it might have even been this. Oh no, there were some slightly different options on this one. So we've got standard, wheel weights 2, narrow tyres, wide tyres, rear twin one side, rear twin both, with weights. Then we've got standard 2, which kind of makes it four-wheel drive. It's interesting because it goes from two-wheel drive to like a four-wheel drive. Hang on, wrong option. To a four-wheel drive look, but there's no drivetrain for four-wheel drive. It just puts four-wheel drive tyres on it, but I guess it's four-wheel drive. Then we got that one with weights, narrow 2, wide 2, rear twin that side, rear twin at the back with a weight change or wheel change, and then twins all round if you want to go for that option, and then back to standard. It's the same on the BKT. Was BKT, wasn't it? Yeah. Then we got cab standard, we got ROPS, we got a canopy, and we got a cover. No, a canopy and a cabin. Front weights, yes or no. And then we've got front loader attacher, we got no, we got quick, Hauer, John Deere, and then the license plate option on there as well. So let's start this one first. There's no option for a cover, canopy on this one, cabin. 17 miles, and those big old tyres on the back. Cool. Very cool indeed. 451 cubes. So I mean, like, we're rolling coal. If you had that short one and you were driving into the wind, that would be right in your chops, wouldn't it? God, your beard would smell of smoke for ages. There we go, that's the case. Very nice. The John Deere. We've had a few different versions of this one, haven't we? There's no doors or windows on this one. We do have... no, we don't. What was I thinking of? Oh, I was thinking of the next mod. Lights. Interior. Lovely. Very nice indeed. There we go. The Case 970, 1070 Agri King, the John Deere 4000, 4010 and 4020, both by EY Modding, which brings us into the last of the mods for Tuesday the 17th, and it's the new Holland M135. This by Deersvolt. It is 69.36 megabytes download, 17 slots for the harvester, 9 slots for the header, which is 4.2 meters wide, and this is again gorgeous. New Holland Clayson. I had until this point never heard of that. But I suppose over the years a lot of manufacturers worked with other manufacturers, and there's probably, you know, I don't necessarily know every manufacturer out there, but it may well be that you operated or used one of these, or when you were a child had one of these on your farm, whatever it might be. But I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous, and this is another one of those ones that when it's operating, when the sieves and threshing unit inside are moving, the thing shakes. Oh, I love that. That kind of thing just adds an element that, yeah. Let's come down to our harvesters. That's where you'll find it. The Clayson M135, 16,000. Not bad, is it? It's a 1,900 litre tank. It's not huge, but if you're starting off, that's cheap as chips for your my first harvester. You know, that kind of thing. So you've got on the back, we've got a cover. Now I'm going to leave that for a second. If we come down to design colour and change the design colour, that changes the cover colour. So if you've fiddled around with things like I did and then change the design colour and think, I don't understand it, nothing's changing. Oh, you might not do that. That's probably just me, but that's what that does. So we go up to the top there and we go from cover to chopper. So now the cover's gone. When you change that design colour, nothing changes. You've got railings, so completely open, old school, or cabin. I mean, those two options only add on, what, not even £3 grand. That's amazing, isn't it? Design colour, anything on that palette at all. We've got a couple of nice options. But you can, yeah, I mean, just, you know, if you really feel like it, do what you like. Do what you want. Design colour we just talked about. Rim colour as well. I mean, if we go for whatever you like. And depending on what options you've got on, if you've got the colour configuration thing on, you can do some metallics on these as well if you fancy that too. And then we come out of there and we go to our headers. Just there, 6,500 for a 4.2 metre. We've got covers, yes or no. I took them off just so you can see all the belts and stuff moving, which is really cool. Then same thing with design colours, you can mix and match to your heart's content on your harvester. This is why I love going to agricultural shows, and I could stand looking at one of these, this sort of thing, wander around it for just hours. Anyway, let's start it up. There's our lights, beacons. This is the one I was thinking, why did that tractor have beacons? I'm sure it did. It was this that had a beacon. There you go. Beacon, should I say pipe? Look at this. Watch the animation. Even the latch pulls back at the top. Mint. Very cool. And then on the back, if we go enable or disable straw swath. You know how I feel about an animation for that. I do like animation when you change it. Interior, surprisingly airy. So let's raise our header up a second. We do have the option for adjustment of the reel up and down. There's no in and out on this one, forwards and backwards. It's just up and down. Look, look. Look at the shake. Look at that's brilliant. And again, this is not the first harvester mod that's had that, but I just love that. It's a subtle thing, but it's very, very cool. I said about leaving the belts, the cover off at the side, so you can see the belts and pulleys and stuff all turn in for the header. It's lovely. It's a really lovely mod. And there you have it. That's it for the mods for Tuesday the 17th. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.